Hi AQA. How can my students develop their planning skills and sustained responses to question 5 on both papers? This refers to GCSE English Language. Planning and crafting is an essential but often overlooked part of Assessment Objective 5 and is particularly important. The challenge is to avoid taking for granted that students are equipped to plan effectively in the high-pressured context of time conditions. Planning goes beyond a quick mind map or spider graph. It's about taking the time to consider carefully the key ideas, how these can be supported by appropriate points, and how these can be consciously constructed. It's also about how retrospective editing is equally important. These skills require lots of practice. Students can consider how writers structure their work and apply this to their own planning and structuring of responses. We've seen that familiar mnemonics are still being shoehorned into answers, and linguistic devices are being covered, whether relevant or not. Whilst a few students do find a mechanical framework helpful in their writing, most students are limited by this approach. This is especially true for students who have developed beyond the need for teacher rules and frameworks about writing devices. Students are better served when encouraged to create their own ideas that they wish to communicate, using interesting language and structural skills that they have learned through approaches to the reading questions. The application of technical rules and linguistic guidelines can be applied as part of an editing and reflective process where appropriate, and not at all costs. We've identified teacher resources to help you further and collected the links. Go to aqa.org.uk/u-asked-English. Once again, that's aqa.org.uk/u-asked-English. We hope this has been useful. We'll be back next time with more of your questions.